All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Arya, aka at 29United. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Make sure to join my Discord channel. All the links are in the description, of course. And I have a huge announcement to make before we start the video. Basically, I've been featured in the Double H podcast on Spotify. I'm going to be putting the link of it in the description. We've been talking about a couple of stuff related to football, so you guys can go ahead and give a listen. But what are we going to be doing today is basically just answering some of Football Twitter's questions. So, yeah, a couple of days ago, I tweeted out on Twitter. I said, send me some questions to answer. I'll be making a Q&A video, and it will drop very soon. It could be football related or other. And I've received a lot of replies, so we're going to go through most of them. I don't think we're going to go through every single one, but I'm going to try to go through most of them. So the first question comes from at Kovacic_King, which is a good account, by the way. Go follow him on Twitter. He asks, thoughts on Ben Chilwell? Honestly, I don't really have anything to say about him other than he's a great left back. I don't think he's necessarily the best, as some fans would say. He's definitely up there, and if he keeps on going, I think he's gonna be incredible. But yeah, he's always been a class left back in my opinion. The next question comes from, I'm not even gonna attempt to just read that at because I know I'll fail to do it. So I'm just gonna answer your question. She asks, favorite American football player? American football, as an American, I gotta know. I don't watch American football. Literally, all the knowledge I know about the sport is basically the Super Bowl, which I literally turn on for about 5 minutes and then turn off the TV because I find it boring. No offense. But my favorite player, I guess, just because I like how he looks. He just looks cool. Patrick Mahomes from, I believe, is the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not even sure if that's the team he plays for, but he's on the cover of Madden 20. That's all I know. So yeah, it's him. The next question comes from at Bayern Rumi, who asks me, what youngsters do you think are better than Kai Havertz? If we're talking, position-wise, Havertz plays as an attacking midfielder. I don't think that there's any attacking midfielders that are better than him currently. There are players who are close to him, like Phil Foden, for instance. I don't think there's a better attacking midfielder that is young, obviously, that is of his age, that are better than Havertz. I don't think there are any, in my opinion. But I'm just being a little bit biased here. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you disagree with some of my stuff. I would love to hear your opinions. So, yeah. The next question comes from a good friend of mine, Adventine900, who asks, who was your favorite player before Kai Havertz? My favorite player before Kai Havertz was Gareth Bale. Just how he is as a player was incredible. Prime Bale was something else. I've always tried to be like him when I was younger. And yeah, it's Gareth Bale. I'm happy that he's back in the Prem. Maybe he can. I don't think he's going to be as good as he was, previously. But yeah, I'm happy to see him actually playing now, rather than him just sitting on the bench and doing nothing with Real Madrid. So yeah, Gareth Bale. Next question comes from at MHK_Shaw, who asks, Prime Suarez or Prime Lewandowski? I've already answered this a million times. I'm not going to explain why, but it's Prime Lewandowski in my opinion. I think he's just a monster. At Matar Aboudi asks, who is the most underrated player of this generation? And this is one of the hardest questions, if not the hardest question so far. Wow, there's a lot of players that have been very underrated this generation. Arjen Robben, definitely one of them. Olivier Giroud is one of them. Those are the two that are on the top of my head. I would say Arjen Robben, I think, is one of the most underrated players. I feel like he hasn't sorry. I don't feel like he has gotten enough recognition. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. The next question comes from at CSZKFCB. He says, what is your favorite hip-hop album? Don't disappoint me, bro. I think in general, it would probably be the Marshall Mathers LP from Eminem or the Eminem Show. I think that's my all-time favorite album. But recent albums, I would probably go with Astroworld. I feel like it's still an album where I still listen to most of its songs. So I would say, Astroworld currently. At CFC Rui asks, do you think Kai Havertz is generational? And I believe so. I believe he is generational. Of course, a lot of people are going to disagree, but most of the people who are going to disagree are, of course, rival fans. I feel that he is generational because look at his stats, at what he's done, and look at his age. He's very young, and he's done so much already. So nothing but good vibes are coming from him. So hopefully he does live up to its standards. But yeah, I believe he is generational. Alright, so at Realist Jake says, if you could make one Bayern player 5 years younger, who would it be and why? I think his answer is pretty obvious. I would obviously choose Robert Lewandowski because, I mean, who wouldn't like Robert Lewandowski 5 years younger? I think he would just be, amazing for us as he is currently. And that would get rid of our striker problems, right? So we don't have to worry for another striker for, again, another couple of years. So, of course, I think having Robert Lewandowski 5 years younger for me would be the answer. At WHU Spencer _ asks me, will Bayern ever be into a title by the likes of Red Bull or Dortmund in the next 5 years? And why not, or why would they? Also, realistically, who would you sign that would keep the domination of Bayern high across Europe? All right, so to answer your first question, probably I don't see us winning it for the next 5 years. I don't know, but I hope so. But I don't think it will happen. And why not? I mean, sooner or later, our domination is gonna come to an end, as we can say. Who knows? I don't know. And then to answer your second question, I would love to sign someone like Kylian Mbappe. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I would love to have someone like him. Just a really good youngster. Or maybe Kai Havertz. Who knows? One of my good friends on football Twitter, on his private account, so shout out to you, asks, who is your favorite Liverpool player? My favorite Liverpool player is probably Sadio Mane, Mo Salah. I would go at Mane, because Mane is just, he's just good. Every time I watch him, he's amazing, and he's a perfect winger. So the last question is from at BHA Harvey US, who asks, who are the top 3 current Iranian players? So number 1, it would definitely be Sardar Azmoun from Zenit St. Petersburg. Number 2, Mehdi Taremi from FC Porto. And number 3, Kaveh Rezai from Charleroi in the Belgian Pro League. I think those 3 are the current top 3 Iranian players. So, yeah, that answers your question. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. As I said, I have a Discord channel. Links are in the description. Make sure to follow my Twitter at 29United. I also have a podcast that I've been featured on, the Double H Podcast. That link is also in the description down below. And let me know what other video ideas you guys would like me to do, whether it's FIFA or, I don't know, football Twitter related. Just let me know in the comments on Twitter. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Damn, I'm on red alert. Else you went up in the dirt, man. I don't wanna hurt, man.